The rapper who got a $20 Anne Frank face tattoo. Oh, a tattoo only $20
When the Anne
too.
Frank face tattoo first went viral back in 2017, articles provided only a brief description of the person wild enough to do it. So we lined up a full interview with the rapper to get the full story of the Anne Frank face tattoo. When the idea first came about, Arnold is Dead had recently dropped out of college.
So then I tried the college thing.
Makes sense.
I tried. I didn't make it past the first semester.
And was couch surfing around Los Angeles by creating free music for any artist who'd let him stay over. At around the same time, Arnold began to notice the rise of the SoundCloud rap genre.
You had the Smoke Perps, the Lil Pumps, the Ski Masses, the XXXTentacion.
After which he began to emulate that kind of lifestyle. However, there was one thing he was missing which characterized almost every artist from that era: face tattoos. Coe had gotten the Mona Lisa on his neck, Blueface had gotten Benjamin Franklin on his cheek, yet Arnold is Dead was looking to make an even bigger statement. As a college...
I'll never understand face tattoos, bro. I'll never understand them, but it is what it is. Hey, I'm live on Twitch every single Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. Link is in the description. I better see you there.
Dropout with no permanent residence. Arnold didn't have the best relationship with his family.
Your mom kicks you out of the house. She thinks you're a piece of shit. Your dad doesn't. He thinks you're a piece of shit. None of your siblings talk to you.
Which not only led to a problem with substances, but also a bout of deep depression.
Got to the point when you're young and you're under, you know what I'm saying, the influence, you're not making the clearest of decisions. You're not, you know.
I can tell. Yeah, your decisions definitely did not look clear. Yeah, I agree.
It's a really dark place.
It was at this point that Arnold realized he wanted a permanent reminder that someone else always had it worse than him, and as a result he chose a portrait of someone who'd had it worse than everybody else, later stating in an interview with The Sun,
"That is such a crazy ass reason. And on your face, you could at least put it on your back or some shit." Okay, bro.
There are people in history that didn't have the power to control, to actually do things they wanted to do with their lives. To be stuck in a house and end up dying. Dude, I'm dying to make music. That's the way I look at it, it's very black and white. Recognized as one of the world's most famous tragedies, Arnold became certain that he wanted Anne Frank on his face.
So then, the eureka light bulb moment where I thought I was gonna blast it on my face so it could be like a reminder where I was like, whenever you feel down and bad, bro, like, on Anne Frank, bro. Like,
You could have put like a picture of her on your wall. In your recording studio, you could have hung like a frame of her. Shit, you could have got a chain or something. But a tat on your face?
It was like a thing for me.
Although instead of going to a professional tattoo studio, he instead opted for a much riskier location.
I go to my friend that was living in Pomona. His name's Ryan. I love this kid. His brother does tattoos out the house. And yeah, I run up Ryan's brother's house and I tell him about my genius plan. And he's like, so how much money do you have? And I was like, 20 bucks. Bro, deal.
On the 20th of August 2017, for a home job price of $20, the Anne Frank face tattoo was finished, prompting an instant response from those who knew him. Can someone tell me why Teddy got a tattoo of Anne Frank big as on his face? Why? With many others echoing a similar sentiment. This is so irresponsible, and frankly, I do not approve.
That was clean. That was clean. That was a good one. That was a banger. That was a banger, man. Yeah.
How ignorant do people gotta get for attention now, while others made the argument that everybody should be allowed to make their own choices? I mean, you didn't do it, so why do you care what other people do?
I hate people like this. You know what I'm saying? It's like, cause I feel like everyone should have the free will to comment on something that's very, not bright. You feel me? What he did was not bright. I mean, you didn't do it, so why do you care what other people do? Nigga, you responded his tweet. He didn't tweet. The tweet had nothing to do with you, so why are you responding? You feel me? Like, it's a dumb response.
But that's just hating. If you don't like it, you don't have to respond. Despite this initial burst of public attention, Arnold maintained that he hadn't orchestrated this to go viral.
I didn't think this was gonna be a viral thing. Bro, I was moving off my heart. It wasn't a try to be like a viral thing. I was really into tattoos. I wanted to always be completely tattooed, inked up head to toe. You see what I'm saying?
Yet the uniqueness of the piece certainly helped to expand his network, becoming closely acquainted with XXXTentacion and others.
I started working with Ski Mask. I started working with Trippie Redd. started working with Warhols. I started working with Cole Bennett.
Which eventually led to his now infamous meetup with the one and only Lil Zan.
So you're telling me this man got all those networks because he got a tat of Zan Frank? You know, it's crazy how people be going viral, bro, and becoming recognized. You feel what I'm saying? For example, ice cream so good. Like, it's just insane what people get recognized off of and how fast certain things go viral.
Arnold explained that he met Lil Zan while hanging out backstage at a festival.
And we see that Lil Zan's there, so I just introduced myself. We're just hanging out, we're chilling, we're smoking.
During which Lil Zan saw the tattoo and gave him a funny nickname.
We're just shooting jokes, and he was like, "This is like Zan Frank. Like, this is wild."
This on its own wasn't anything interesting. However, when somebody from the media began talking to the two, their evening took an unexpected turn.
"Hey, yo, Lil Zan, who you hanging out with?" "Yo, this is my boy Zan Frank." That's it, the internet broke. That was it. All the photos that went viral into memes and everything came from them taking pictures of that day, because they were just capturing.
I never heard of this.
Moment.
I'm not
Rapper
gonna lie
gets
to you.
tattoo of Zan Frank on his face because he's dying for his music. Arnold Gutierrez, who goes by the name Zan Frank and Arnold is Dead, stunned rap fans with
No one. Wait, so because goes by Zan Frank is hilarious because Lil Zan said it, that's
a
hilarious.
huge inking of the Jewish diarist. Articles such as this one helped Arnold's social media to explode.
After that, I wake up the next day and I have like 15K followers and the whole internet just wrecking my shit.
With the virality of the situation then leading to an Instagram post by Lil Zan announcing that Arnold was the new third member of Zanarchy. The post was amplified further when Adam22 reposted the image to his Twitter.
Adam22. Interesting. Adam22. Yeah. You have a lot of things going on with your name right now, Adam. We're not going to talk about them, but you have a lot of things going on with your name, Adam.
Caption mood Zan Frank face tattoo before getting Arnold in a no jumper video titled he got an Zan Frank face tattoo.
This is the legend that everybody's been talking about. Yeah, Zan Frank.
Give me your version of why you got the Zan Frank face tattoo. Let's hear it.
What's my version?
I don't know. Let's hear your version.
I don't got a version, dog.
Oh, well,
Zan Frank, dog. Zanarchy.
Is that what inspired it?
Well, nah, that's Zanarchy all day.
Okay.
Despite this, Arnold explained that people often didn't recognize who it was in the image.
I get funny ones like, "Is that your daughter? Is that your mom? Is that your girlfriend?" And then I'm like, "It's Zan Frank." Some people don't know who Zan Frank is.
Because no one's gonna come up there and be like, "Is that Zan Frank on your face?" That's not people's thoughts. Like people gonna be like, "Zan Frank." History class? Like,
surprising as a now deleted Reddit post of the tattoo received 4.8k upvotes on the ATBGE subreddit, which is a space dedicated to awful taste but great execution for everything that displays quality craftsmanship in the least elegant way possible. Not a bad compliment for a $20 home job. Others on the post expressed concern over his future employment prospects, yet the reply suggested that he might qualify for some niche roles, stating, "Tell that to the HR department at the Holocaust Museum," as
that's crazy.
well as standing at the exit offering pictures with his face might be the best bet for a career.
Wow.
What the internet thought wasn't of interest to Arnold anyway, as he only cared about the opinion of one specific person.
The only person's reaction is my mother's. She looked at me, bro, and she was like, "Oh, you're still my son, bro. I don't see that." Like nothing.
Okay. Wow. Okay. That's all your mom said? That's crazy. That's okay. That's insanity.
Nothing changed.
And if anything, the situation helped Arnold to take care of his family, given he was now being presented with new opportunities, which he previously hadn't had.
What did your dad say? Out of curiosity, I want to know what your father said.
Had access to.
Now I had an opportunity to be able to walk into rooms that I wouldn't be able to walk into. Like I said, it wasn't the intention, but the fact that it happened like that, that's what made it 10 times better.
One such instance was a meeting with a top executive at Republic Records
Republic
who turned out to be
Records?
Jewish, but found the piece to be quite endearing.
We took him to a meeting at Republic. Clearly, she's like, shout out the Jewish people. Yo, she was Jewish. Zan Frank, she was about to cry.
Yeah, she was.
Arnold then gave a description description of that day in his own words.
She comes from a Jewish background, and she's one of the big label execs. She brings a lot of big artists there. You could Google her, and she has a really big background in that. And we really had a heart-to-heart.
Also adding that most people are polite in real life and have no problems with the peace outside of the internet.
Well, yeah, no one's gonna come up and make fun of you in real life. That doesn't happen that often, you know. But people are still gonna be thinking different. Come on, bro. We have to be honest. Like, obviously, they're not gonna come up and say something.
I've never even had someone like use it as an insult. The only thing I've seen is like comments online and like people just bashing it.
At around the same time, Arnold also got a Zanarchy tattoo on his neck, which is both strange and unfortunate, as he never even joined the crew officially, and the relationship between Arnold and Lil Xan came to an end only 3 months after their first meeting.
Damn!
He's like not really part of Xanarchy no more.
Really?
Yeah, he's part of like very rare.
Oh, okay.
It's cool and all, but
It's
yeah,
cool. Like we cool with them, but you know.
Yeah. Well,
shiny.
was it the Anne Frank face tattoo that was too much?
No.
Arnold then explained that he was removed from Zanarchy after the group's management told him this.
I had gotten kicked out from the group because they said I was like a bad influence to Lil Xan because I was like partying really hard.
Which is interesting, as Arnold has cleaned up his act quite significantly since getting the tattoo for the first time.
I'm a lot more mellow now after having a daughter, after cleaning up and stuff like that. You know, I
daughter?
haven't taken Xans in a long time. Probably been
Imagine getting your cheeks ran. You look at your man's face, and all you see is Anne Frank. Now while you getting clapped, the only thing you thinking of is being locked in an attic for years.
like almost 2 years now. I'm not gonna continue doing Xanax, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying, gonna push that agenda. I don't think that's cool.
Within the last month, Arnold did a photo shoot with the up-and-coming Jewish rapper BLP Kosher, who was recently interviewed by
he's on a
also
come
getting
up.
a small feature in his
He's on a
Special
mean
K
come up
music
right now.
video during the line "I'm a pass the blunt" to Anne Frank. Arnold has also recently rebranded to La Pension, which is Spanish for DJ Child Support, combining his old skill.
His new name is DJ Child Support. What is life right now,
of
bro?
producing music with his love for Latin culture, ultimately
love?
hoping
What
to
is
spread
life?
a positive message.
Instead of like pushing this whole agenda that everybody was following as a trend with the drugs and all that stuff, let's make people dance, enjoy life, feel good about themselves.
And think of Anne Frank every time they look at you. How are you gonna make someone feel good about themselves when they see you and they see a depressing story like Anne Frank? That's hard to do.